Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Model Mama Show. I'm so excited about this week's inspiring mama, Ashley Freeborn, who is so inspiring and so truly creative. You are the founder of Smash Tess, an ethically produced and super comfortable loungewear line. That I love your message about just promoting and celebrating women, and you just create lovely loungewear that's so comfortable for and geared towards women at all stages of their life.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
I'm so glad that you're here, and I love your romper. She sent me one, you guys. It's so cute.
Everyone needs a romper.
Everyone needs a romper.
Yes.
But you have such a cool story because you're also a mom to your beautiful little girl, Frankie, who's on the brink of one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And so you're busy.
I am very busy. Yes, that's a good way to sum it all up.
And you've had this clothing line for 2 years. You recently moved from Canada. You are now in beautiful Los Angeles. Welcome.
Thank you.
But you haven't always been a fashion designer, so to speak. You've done many other things. You were a teacher.
Yes.
You worked sort of in corporate leadership and transitioned to starting this brand. So do you want to talk a little bit about your career and transitioning to starting this amazing company?
Sure. I mean, I think Smash Tess, the genesis started many moons ago. As a child, my mom and I loved matching PJs. It was like our thing every Christmas. There are the pictures to prove it. And so it started a long time ago, and I went into teaching because I love kids and I love education. I have a graduate degree in education, and I did that for 10 years. And I just had always wanted to kind of chase this dream of one day creating pajamas / loungewear with my mom. And so I studied for a summer that I had off at Condé Nast College in the UK. And that's where really Smash Tess was born. And since then, I've switched careers. I went into kind of corporate leadership and training and culture and development, actually here in Los Angeles. It's the reason I first immigrated, and kind of took that transition. And amongst all of that, started Smash Tess. And so I always say, like, it's so incredibly serendipitous the way it works, because if I had been a high school teacher when I had started Smash Tess, I probably wouldn't have had the flexibility and the ability to really get it off the ground. So it all worked out really well. But then, of course, my little girl came into my life almost a year ago. And so I had to make some choices, and I couldn't keep all the balls in the air. So I resigned from my corporate job a couple of months ago, and now I'm all in Smash Tess, which is lovely, exciting, and totally terrifying, at the same time.
Yes, being an entrepreneur keeps you on your toes, and so does being a mom.
Yes.
But you also, I don't know if you guys caught this, but I love that you also run this company with your mom.
Yeah.
Have you always wanted to do something with your mom?
Yeah, my mom is my best friend and always has been. And I think, we just love, being creative together and doing things together. So we started it together out of our mutual love for all things cozy and comfy and chic. And then, later brought on my best friend. So it's the trio of us actually run Smash Tess.
That sounds way too much fun to be work.
It's so fun. I know, it's the best.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So everybody sort of has their own strengths, and you guys just pull together?
Yeah, totally. And I think that's what makes a successful partnership, is kind of figuring out, like, what are all our strengths and weaknesses, and how can we support each other and kind of fulfill the role we need to fulfill. So.
And I love that I was reading on your website, you were talking about how really the other inspiration for starting this brand was you wanted to come up with something that allowed you to create something that celebrated women in like every stage of their life, whether it's motherhood or a piece that like transitions. So why was that so important to you?
I mean, I'm all about girl power, and I think, I'm about advancing women in leadership and supporting women. And I know you and I chat about this briefly, but just lifting each other up and supporting one another, so that we all can grow and be all that we can be. And that's always been really important. And I think with fashion, it can be kind of an elitist industry. And I think Smash and Tess, we exist to kind of shake that up, disrupt it, and be inclusive of all women, all shapes and sizes, you know, deserve and to look fabulous and feel comfortable and beautiful. So
that's amazing.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, you're right. That isn't like a very common message in the fashion world. So I love that you're breaking the mold and starting this movement. It's incredible. And you know, you also say on your website that these rompers are so nursing friendly.
Oh yeah.
Which is like, that's so hard to find.
No, I know. You know, it's funny because that's totally sort of evolved organically because, you know, in the beginning, it's not like we created it for that. But then when I had Frankie and I was pregnant, I mean, I could wear the same romper through pregnancy, you know, to postpartum. I had a cesarean. I couldn't put anything on my stomach. It was like my go-to. It's super nursing friendly. So that's actually just kind of evolved that way. And it's wonderful. Like,
it's incredible.
Yeah, it's so great to be able to celebrate motherhood as well. So,
and you guys have a new summer line. It's like sort of a linen based.
Yeah, we did a really cool collection. We called it the Hamptons collection, and it was our first sort of like wovens, a lot of woven rompers. But we tried to keep it kind of, you know, breezy and airy and pretty. But it's amazing. I mean, it's almost all sold out. So we've got some pieces left. But yeah, it did really well.
So what's your favorite way to style a romper?
Oh, I'm rocking it right now.
You know, look at her. You look incredible.
I love to always like, obviously you can dress it up. I've definitely worn heels with my romper before. A lot of our girls do. But I love to wear it with my Vans. You know, I'm kind of a sneaker girl. So, and then just like something cute to accessorize over top, a cool blazer, jean jacket's kind of my go-to.
Okay, I know. I'm such a jean jacket girl.
It's so easy.
So easy.
Effortless. So.
And it even looks cute, like tied around your waist.
Yes. Yeah. I love a good like jean shirt tied around the waist. Looks good with rompers too.
Ooh, yeah. I'll have to try that. I know I can't wait to rock mine. It's so cute and so comfortable. So, okay, but you obviously do so many things. You wear a lot of hats, and one of those really important hats is being a mom.
Yes.
So what's your strategy to navigating doing all of these things, but just like enjoying the process?
Yeah, I think, well, one, it's about, you know, reminding myself daily to be present and engaged with my daughter. I think it's really easy to, you know, have one eye on Instagram or on my email, and so there's lots of times I need to just, you know, really put it down, put it aside, and just focus on being engaged with her. But I also find like another way to navigate is you just have to ask for help. And I think
that's really good advice.
Yeah, and I think it's, you know, it's hard as mothers. We want to do it all. We want to juggle it all. We want to make it all, you know, the best that we can. And we don't want to show a sign of weakness. And I think for me, it's been, you know, accepting that I need help and putting the proper measures in place so that I don't go crazy, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What about like, what do you do for you? Do you have any like self-love routine?
Yeah.
Anything you do to re-energize?
Yeah. Well, a few things. I think spending time with friends and laughing is super important. It's how I can really, when I'm with my friends, I'm super engaged and I kind of forget about everything else. And I find laughter is always the best medicine. And then of course, like I can't help myself, but there's nothing better than like snuggling into bed and watching some good reality television. It's like, I save it all up, and then like if baby goes down early, I'm like, oh my God, like this is what I'm doing for the next 2 hours, and just zoning out. Like I don't know what it is, but maybe it's just because my husband doesn't like watching it. It's mine, you know. It's my time where I'm alone, and that's just what I love to do. So
no, it's so important to set aside time to sort of do whatever is gonna, you know, make you just relax. Because it's like, especially when you're working as an entrepreneur, and I'm sure your schedule isn't like super by the book, and then you're also a mom to a beautiful little girl that's in a really busy stage. Like you have to kind of, you know, you're always going a million miles a minute in your brain, kind of multitasking. So you have to kind of like take a step back and not do that. Yeah, exactly. Right? Kind of compartmentalize and be like, I'm going to deal with that later. You know, I'm going to do. Yes. I love lists too. Like, those are my go-to because I'm like, I will get to that list. Yeah. You know? I know. Lists are crucial. But like sometimes they can kind of stress me out. True. If they get a little too long, I'm like, oh geez. Yeah. Especially if you use the Wonderlist app, which is like my go-to because of course it like dings. If you don't have it, it's pretty awesome. But it'll be like,
reminder. And I'm like, oh my God, my type A just like freaks out. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's incredible. I love that tip. What about like your morning routine? What do you do to like try to be intentional with your routine in the morning?
Yeah, gone are the days of kind of like rolling out of bed, getting ready and going. I think like that's done. So I've just had to I've made a decision to wake up early. And so I get my hour before baby wakes up. That's when I have a shower, I do my makeup, I get ready for the day, have my coffee.
Yeah.
And then when she wakes up, it's just, I'm so excited because I've been waiting for her to wake up and I've had the time for myself.
Yeah.
I'm trying to teach my husband this because he's still kind of like stuck pre-baby where it's like he just thinks he can roll out of bed. And so anyway, we're working on that. But that's how I kind of cope, because I think before I was trying to do it all. And I remember taking funny like videos when she was first born of me like trying to do my makeup and my hair, and she's in the bathroom and she's crawling around and I'm like, okay, like that's not gonna work. So this is how I survive now, is like I have Ash time and then Frankie time,
that's a good way to divide and conquer.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I used to be like that too. I used to kind of let Henry dictate my morning routine and schedule, and I was always feeling like I was kind of one step behind all day.
Yeah.
And whereas now I'm very intentional about like what I do to start my day and making sure I have ample time to just like, get ready and have a little me time, and then you can just shift the focus.
I mean, I know. And it's so funny, by like 10 o'clock in the morning, you feel like you've lived like a whole day. Like, especially if you're getting up early, you're like, what time is it? God, I'm productive. Like,
I know.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I know. It's like, seriously, I remember one time I left to go help and host one of my friend's baby showers, and it was so funny because my husband, leaves the house early too to go to work, but like he's not always, there all morning with Henry because he usually goes to work. So he texted me because I was gone at like 9 a.m. and was like, how is it only 9 a.m.? Feels like it's like 5 o'clock because the day starts so early with them. Because my little guy sometimes wakes up at 6:30.
That's Frankie's wake up time too.
Yeah, I know. That's really good advice, though. I love it. What about going back to this amazing loungewear. So like, what's on the horizon for you? Because you guys also have kids stuff.
Yeah, actually we do. We launched this last spring. We did a mini version of our best-selling Sunday romper. And we're working on a back to school, a new mini romper, and also expanding the size ranges, because we did them up to 3 years old and realized that so many, minis wanted to match their mom. So we're going to be releasing our expanded kids size range all the way up to 12 years old. So that's coming probably like near the end of August for back to school. Yeah, and then we may have something for our Smash and Tess boys. Maybe, that's top secret. Coming up in September. Yeah, and then with our fall collection. So
that's amazing. So do you do a collection every fall and spring or fall, summer?
We do, but I think what's really cool, we're largely e-commerce based, and so we get to kind of take back the fashion calendar and kind of drop things when we want to.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, I mean, we do wholesale, and that dictates a lot. We have to make sure we're ready for those wholesale calendars, but what's really fun is, we'll be like, let's do something for Valentine's Day, and then we'll just drop it on Valentine's Day, or so we have so much more flexibility that way, and I think that speaks to women these days. I think women want to decide when they want to wear it, when they want to buy it, instead of being kind of dictated to and told, when to wear something and when to buy something. So
well, and also you were like the founder. It's up to you. So it's awesome that you can kind of take control and do it the way that you want to do it.
It's fun. Yeah, it's creative. It's great. Yeah.
So as an entrepreneur, are you going to encourage your daughter to sort of do her own thing?
Absolutely. I mean, I think it's funny, I've been saying this more and more. I think our generation, it's becoming hard to work for people,
That's kind of true.
It's true. Yeah. I think we're more and more, we kind of want to go out on our own and have fun and be creative and give it a go. And I think, so I wonder, I'm like, by the time Frankie is, my age, I can only imagine it'll be even harder to work for somebody. And obviously, like, that's part of Smash and Tess, is I hope I build a legacy that, she can take it on maybe one day.
That's really cool. I love that.
With Grandma and I.
Yeah, that's incredible. No, but seriously, that is, I think like being able to be an entrepreneur and have your own thing is sort of there's so many pros and cons to that, because like that's what
Yes.
makes being a mom in our generation really amazing, but also challenging, because like you don't have that like set schedule when you're an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
But it's also so incredible that like those opportunities exist, and that you can have more of a flexible schedule and kind of navigate it the way that you want to
Exactly.
do it.
Yeah. And I think, you know, like you've said before, I think it's so important to have that flexibility, because I just get to be so much more present, you know, in my daughter's early life. For that, I'm so thankful. And I mean, I wake up every day excited. Like when it's the weekend, I'm like, oh man, I can't get anything done. And I think that's the best part of having your own job and your own passion and your own, you know, business, is that it is so fun and it is exactly what you want to be doing, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm super blessed.
I love that. I know
Yeah.
you're just exuding positivity and passion, and I love it. It's so fun to watch you, and I can't wait to rock my romper all the time.
Yes, you'll
and
live in
follow
it, hopefully.
along. Yeah, I'm sure. I know. I just opened it yesterday, and I was like, ooh, it's so cozy.
Yeah.
It's so cozy and comfortable.
That's the thing. It's kind of made to be just effortlessly like chic, you know, it's just meant to throw on, and you can dress it up, dress it down. But I feel like every mom needs one, and every woman needs one.
I couldn't agree more. So can you tell us what's your funniest mom moment?
Well, recently, Frankie and I fly to Vancouver a lot, because that's where our headquarters are. And I was sitting in business class last week. And of course, she decided to have a number 2 during the taxi and takeoff that then exploded through her clothing and all over me. So I ended up changing her diaper mid-takeoff on the seat, which is a huge faux pas. But I figured I would have to try to spare everyone in business class, you know, the joy of that.
Yeah, you do what you got to do. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Yeah, we've all been there.
Yeah.
But wow. Yeah. Hopefully you had an extra pair of clothes.
I did. Thank God. I always travel with one onesie. Yeah.
Only takes one time not doing that to remember to do that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us. All of your insight was really inspirational. I think everyone can relate to everything that you were saying. And I can't wait to share this romper with you guys. I'm going to take some pics and share it. And
yay. Thank you for having me.
Here. You were amazing. So from the Model Mama Show, this is Tara and Ashley signing off. See you next time, you guys.